That's chilly water.
Fishing the Eagle River requires thick skin.
50 degrees, about 50, 51.
Thankfully,
something like that.
Scott Fitzwilliams has plenty of time as he begins retirement.
It's kind of like the fishing is right now, a little slow.
Scott knows this river better than most. He spent 35 years with the Forest Service, and for 15 of it was the supervisor of the White River National Forest, the most visited year-round in the entire country.
I don't remember many days I didn't want to get up and go to work.
That changed in February when the Trump administration offered buyouts to federal workers to try and trim costs.
You know, when the administration offered the fork in the road, I decided to take that. And I've been here so long, it was really hard to walk away so abruptly, but it was the right thing to do at the time.
As summer begins along the Eagle River, Scott says friends who stayed on are being told to do more with less.
We're firing, not hiring.
After a 10% cut to Forest Service staffing nationwide.
You know, the forest that I was on the White River, they've lost 40% of their people through firings, retirements, buyouts.
Visitor centers like Eagle Holy Cross are already short on seasonal help.
You know, we don't even have enough people to be at the front desk to answer people's questions.
He says last year, 162 people worked on White River's 2.3 million acres.
And now that number's down to 99, so it's gone down a lot.
And more cuts could be on the way, with nearly $400 million in additional cuts scheduled for 2026.
I think short-term people are going to see the lack of presence. As the summer goes along, I think you're going to see trails that are, you know, poorly maintained, bathrooms that are dirty. In this forest, there's 2,500 miles of forest road. There's no money or no people to maintain the road.
Scott is still getting paid until October.
Yeah, it makes me a professional fisherman, right? Always wanted to be.
He questions how paying him to fish is a good use of taxpayer money.
I mean, I'm getting full pay right now. It's crazy. It's silly. And, you know, 12 years of Catholic education, you feel guilty about stuff like that, you know?
While he may not work for these lands anymore, he's still working on making them better.
Part of what I'm going to do in my retirement is advocate and speak for public land.
Retirement is meant to be relaxing.
Water's beautiful, though. I mean, it's cold.
Scott doesn't have cold feet about leaving, but wishes retirement came with less worry.
If I'm walking funny, it's because there's no blood down in my feet.
In Eagle County, Evan Krugel, 9 News.
A spokesperson with the U.S. Forest Service was not able to answer specific questions about staffing, but they did tell us that Secretary Rollins is committed to preserving essential positions and will ensure that critical services remain uninterrupted.
If you see changes, though, in services on public lands, please let us know about them. We have more details on how to share that information in this story on 9news.com.